Money, 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 oh. I hope YouTube is not gonna block that because we have a very important topic to discuss today, which is money. The money you have to support yourself while studying abroad and the money you can get in the form of scholarships or bursaries. So let's begin. I know that you all want to jump right away into scholarships. That's a very hot topic and I do understand you. But before we do that, please give me just 1 minute to give you a very important piece of information about budgeting. So when you actually start thinking about studies abroad, it's quite often, for some reason, families don't really discuss the matter of money. So they look at different countries, at different program options, but for some reason, the budget and the actual amount of money the family has to pay for the studies of their child or the person has to pay for themselves, for some reason it's not brought up quite often. And because of that, I've seen very sad cases when a person had to quit their studies after the second semester because they couldn't afford paying for the rest of their studies. I mean, I've seen very, very sad examples, and I don't want you to repeat the same mistakes. That's why today I want you to spend some time with your parents or with your bank account, depending on who is paying for your education, and realistically answer the question, can I afford this? And when you count the money you have to study abroad, don't put a lot of pressure on yourself, but please be realistic. So what should you think of when counting the money? That you will not just pay for your studies and you'll not pay just your tuition fees, but you should also pay for your accommodation, for your flight tickets, and all the visa processes that will be endless pretty much. You will need to apply for visa once, then you will need to renew it. So how much does it all cost? So again, accommodation, flight tickets, and visa related costs. I mean, you can also include actually the money you will need to eat in the country of your studies. Quite often, international students are allowed to work part-time, and that's normally how they get the money to buy food. But realistically speaking, normally it takes around 3 to 4 months to find the first job. So do you have enough money to provide for yourself in that period if, for example, you don't find a part-time job right away? Also, a lot of countries require you to apply for a visa, student visa, and show sufficient funds in your bank account. And again, for different countries, there are different requirements. Please do check it out before you actually apply for a visa. The most well-known case probably is Germany, that doesn't just require to show you the money in your bank account, but actually open a blocked bank account in Germany and transfer a little bit more than 10,000 euros to that bank account in Germany, which is bizarre and a very ridiculous process, but that's the requirement and you have to follow it, and you need to make sure that you have sufficient funds to support yourself for that, or you get a scholarship. Talking about scholarships, the first thing, remember, please never rely only on scholarships. If getting a scholarship is your only way to study abroad, then be, again, very realistic about it and give yourself, 2 or 3 years to apply for different scholarships, see how it goes. But again, don't have high expectations. You might never get that one scholarship that's gonna let you study for free. It happens, unfortunately, it does. And what also happens is that people get scholarships right away. They apply just one time because of their fantastic profile and the fact that they're really good fit for that particular scholarship. They get it. There are many other factors that you need to consider, like how competitive that scholarship is, but honestly, right now there are so many opportunities that I'm pretty sure that there is at least one scholarship you could apply for before you start your studies abroad. And for some of you, it just might be a nice bonus, just a nice opportunity to save some money or save all the money you were ready to invest in your studies abroad. And for some of you, it's really the only way you can go abroad. So before, the scholarship topic is huge, it's endless, and I'm going to talk about it way more. But today I just want to cover the basics. First of all, what are the types of scholarships you can apply for? I would begin with the government scholarships. They are the scholarships your government can give you so that you can go and study abroad. For example, a lot of countries in the Middle East used to do that. And in Kazakhstan, if you go to study abroad in a PhD program, or you get a postdoc position somewhere, you can get some government support for that. And also, there are the scholarships that you can get from the country where you're going to study. I think, again, the most well-known example is Chevening Scholarship, provided by the UK. So if you're applying for a master's program in the UK and you have at least 2 years of work experience, you might definitely consider that one. And that scholarship covers literally everything, even your living expenses in the UK while you're studying. And there are similar scholarships for Germany, for the United States, for France, so do check them out. You can go to the embassy websites in your country. You can go to the website of the Ministry of Education of your country and the country where you're going. And you can also check out the websites that just are dedicated to international education. Some countries do have such websites. For example, Campus France, DAT for Germany. For New Zealand, it's Education New Zealand, which is an official government website, and then there is a privately developed website called Minds at Uni, which is also a great resource of opportunities and scholarships in New Zealand. So do check those websites out and make sure that you've considered all the possible discounts and opportunities that the governments can provide you with. Besides the governments, there are also big organizations, like, for example, World Bank. They're giving out several scholarships, or just charities or different social groups. Like, for example, I'm a member of Rotary International, and Rotary is giving out some really good scholarships for people to go abroad and study. Besides the countries and big organizations, you can also check out companies like Schlumberger. They are supporting women in STEM, and they are giving some bursaries and scholarships for women who want to study, physics or math or something else. Or Nestle is giving, I hope I pronounced it right. They're also giving out scholarships for MBA programs, and I believe those are also for women, but I might be wrong. So based on your ethnicity, gender, if you're a minority, there might be even more opportunities for you. So do check out big companies, Google, Facebook, all of those companies, they do support talented students. So do make sure, again, that you check out the giants, the big corporate giants, who could give you also some money to study abroad or in your home country even. And then we go to the university level. So universities also provide scholarships or discounts. So if we're talking about universities, there are merit scholarships, though they're giving out to people who, achieved outstanding results in the academic, sports, or social life. And there are also scholarships called kind of financial needs scholarships. Those are giving out to people who just can't afford to go abroad or to go to that specific university. Not all universities have financial-based scholarships, but some do. So again, do check that out. It's normally that information is available on the university websites, and there are many websites right now that also have the compilations, the lists of scholarships, including Ali Study, for example, or you can go to like Bachelor's Portal, again, Minds at Uni. They all have that type of information. So I'll make you a list on our website where else you can go besides Ali Study, for example, to check out different scholarship opportunities all across the globe. But trust me, there's so many websites. I hope I gave you a good overview, and now you understand that there are many sources and many places where you can look for scholarships. Of course, there are places in the world where, unfortunately, like Canada, for example, not every college can give you even a discount. But again, we're going to talk about it in the next videos, and if you have any questions about bursaries or scholarships, do ask them in the comment section. I'll make another big video about how to apply for the scholarships and how to actually understand if you're a good fit for them or not really that much. So waiting for your questions, for your comments, and remember about our workbook. We have one more class to go, so stay tuned. Bye.